Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me out in the shop today. Moving some stuff around. Got the Tacoma spread out a little bit everywhere right now. Got to change the tires on the Tacoma. I think I've got that set of those 4-spoke 15s sold. People really like those in just about any condition. With those nice tires on them, I got an offer I'm willing to accept on that. Slim is okay with the offer. I got the hood, the skid plate, the fenders, that bumper in case it doesn't sell. All waiting to go back on the Tacoma. More to come on the Tacoma soon. For those of you who have been watching for a long time, seen this Crash T100 sitting in here for months and months and months. That's one of those deals that's just kind of like a paycheck sitting over in the corner of the shop. It has a 109,000 mile 3.4, which you can't see that because I don't have a flashlight on me. And it's got the 5-speed with the passenger drop transfer case. Everybody that has an older vehicle that wants to do the 3-4 5-speed swap, this has the ECU, a very low mile engine, very low mile transmission and transfer case. So that whole thing has value in itself right there, plus the interior and other such things. I'm getting ready to jack this up, put it on my dollies, move it over to the work area, and go over everything needed for an engine swap as I pull it. Won't be much, just be a little bit on that. But it is finally getting moved over into the prime work area. That right there is the one brand new BFG KO2 that I just bought 2 days before I went on my vacation, and had the wreck and all with the Tundra. Now, finally, got my Tundra back today. I did not go back with KO2s on it. I went with the Falcon Wild Peak AT3W. I like that tire better in wet weather grip and hard braking grip. I like the Falcon tire, that Falcon tire better. Now I'm keeping that one as a spare because it's brand new and I just paid $300 for it. It is the same size, will make for a nice spare. It's going to be tucked up under the frame, so I'm not going to get a new wheel or a wheel that matches. Maybe when I Baja this thing out, I'll do that. Now, I had talked about the minor accident I was in on my way home from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I wiped out on the way down there, causing damage, wiped out again on the way back, causing damage. My truck needed and got new all OEM Toyota, lower ball joints, lower control arms, all new alignment tabs and cams on both sides. So control arms, lower ball joints, new alignment cams all the way around. My struts were fine. It also ruined my rack and the tie rod ends. So I have all brand new OEM Toyota rack and tie rod ends underneath my truck now. That in addition to the 4 new tires that the insurance bought me. I'm pretty happy. Got the truck back. Ordinarily I would do all that work myself, but I had to take it to a shop to get an estimate. Oh, excuse me, they wouldn't let me do my own estimate. Imagine that. So anyway, since the shop took all the time to do the estimate, I went ahead and let them have all the labor on that. Now, I did buy all the OEM Toyota parts myself because I have a hookup on that and was able to save a little bit of money off the total estimate, so that was nice. I'm glad I went with a different tire. I've had these Falcon Falcon Wild Peak tires before on 2 different vehicles, and I know some people who run them all have great success and really happy with them. When I wheeled Colorado, my green 3rd gen, it had the Wild Peak AT3s on it. So happy to have that back. Did get the airbag in the back replaced. They did put it on a frame rack to check the frame. They said the frame was out, just a minute hair, and they tweaked the frame and brought it back. So the frame wasn't really bent, but kind of was. So anyway, it's been on the frame rack. It's been straightened. It's got all new parts on it. Everything's been checked and inspected. I got it back. I've been driving it around. I'm very pleased. Thank you again, Liberty Mutual Insurance. If I only have one complaint about a situation like this, other than a guy who needs his truck every day, it's hard to go almost 4.5 weeks without your truck. Trust me on that one. The only thing I didn't like about the whole process is they expect a mechanic shop and me as well to know what kind of photos they want. They would ask for photos. The shop would send in photos. Then they would say, oh no, you need to circle the thing. They would resend the photos with it circled. Then they'd send it, well, you need to put a tape measure in there to show blah, blah. Anyway, stuff like that they could have told us all at once. Instead, each time it took like 2 days to get the photos, alter them or take them new, send them in, get them approved or get them looked at and get them denied. And that actually ended up taking like 10 business days just dicking with photos and the insurance company. So when the insurance company asks you to take photos of the damage, talk to them and get all the details. Otherwise, you'll go through the same thing I did, and that took 10 extra days. So got my truck back. Everything is peachy, runs, drives great. I kind of wish they would have changed the brake pads and front rotors because I feel like they're glazed, but I'm going to take the wheels off and scuff those up. Maybe that's just my imagination. I'll adjust the rears. I can't wait to get my trailer hooked up in tow. I had a job to do today, but it's pouring down rain most all day, so not doing that. But anyway, I just wanted to come in and say, hey, I got the Tundra back. I couldn't be happier to have my Tundra back. I'm so glad that they fixed it and didn't total it. And I feel good with the shop that did the work for me, a local shop here in town on 32 out in the country. I digress. Much more to come on the Tacoma. I have a very interesting vehicle I'm picking up tomorrow. We'll see what comes of that. Little bit to do on the 3rd gen to get that 4-wheel drive where I can engage and disengage it. I want to put the double cardan joint front CV or front drive shaft in, so I got to double drill a flange. A couple other little things coming up with that. I'm going to show you what plugs and things to keep and take when you're selling an engine and stuff as a swap, and go over again why this truck has such valuable drivetrain in it. And just because I'm to it and I don't have anything else in here at the moment, it's moving over and going to get dissected and parted out. So all that to say, lots coming up. Hope you like the show. Hit the like button if you do. Hit the subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell because YouTube asks for that. And it does tell you when a new show comes up, so you're not worried and wondering, am I going to miss the next exciting episode of Funjunkie Garage? So that's the way it's going right now. I'll tune back in on some more of this. So happy and pleased again to have my Tundra back and have my trailer replaced. From the initial day of the accident until now, it's been almost 6 weeks, so that's been a struggle for me, but I'm super happy to have it back. Thanks for listening to me whine and cry about a minor inconvenience in my life. Man, I'm so happy to have my truck back. Just can't stop looking at it. So got to get that tire mounted up. Thankfully, that one did not get destroyed in the sliding. more than just a tiny bit, and I'm going to use it as a spare, get my money's worth out of that tire. So 10 minutes later, this is what's happening. I appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, check links. It's painless, it's easy, and it's free. Most of all, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.